Hi, I'm Mandy and I'm one of the two frugal travellers along with my husband Lee. Now, in July 2023, at the age of 53, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. This is a story of my journey to wellness. It's Friday the 11th of August and I'm finally going to see a doctor here in Perth to find out what's happening with my treatment for the lump in my left breast. We arrived back in Perth on the 1st of August, so it's been like 11 days of going to the supermarket, buying like loads of fruit and vegetables because I've been on this vegan diet, loads of green smoothies for breakfast, etc, and just trying to do as much as I possibly can to keep myself healthy. We've been going for 30-minute walks every day. I've been bouncing on the rebounder and just stuff like that. But so I'm so excited, like it's going to be so cool to actually see a doctor and find out what's going to happen with my treatment, because in that way, like going forward, I know what's going to happen. We've got a timeline in place, and yeah, so I think a lot of people are like upset or emotional or worried at this stage, but I'm actually really excited. So yeah, that's my frame of mind, even with the rain. And it happens to be our wedding anniversary today. How many years, Lee? It's
22 years
22
today.
years, yay! Yeah. So after this we're going to go for a lovely lunch, like hopefully it'll stop raining by then.
Celebrate life, right?
Yes, celebrate life every single day. It's so incredibly important because we don't know how long any of us have. Yeah, so that's my message to you now, and I'll get back to you after the appointment. Because this is our first time here, we've arrived really early, but look at this, it's so wonderful. It's called the Tree of Life, for people who've donated $5,000 or more to a special fund. Absolutely wonderful. Charles Gardner is one of the major hospitals here in Perth, doing excellent work. As we left the house really early to get like a bus, then a train, and then another bus here, I decided to bring breakfast. Kind of what we have in our smoothies, but with oats. So blueberries, spirulina, loads of other stuff, soy milk. Delicious. It may not look that appetizing, but it's absolutely delicious. It's really lovely. Great way to start the day. So this is the breast cancer centre where I expect to be spending
good morning.
a fair bit of time. It's now 10:30 a.m. so that was absolutely brilliant. Like 2.5 hours. We met with the surgeon and the breast cancer nurse. She's absolutely wonderful. Like, oh, it's just amazing. You can see I'm all happy because I'm really pleased. The surgery's been booked. It's been booked for, is it Friday the 24th of August? So today's the 11th, so it's only in 15 days time. It's a very simple lumpectomy. They went to great lengths to explain exactly what it involves. They'll have to go in, remove the lesion. They will check for the margins and hopefully they'll get everything. He said at the moment, from what he can see from the scan, etc., it's all looking very good. They want to do another mammogram and another ultrasound. That's been booked for the 18th of August, just to see if there's been any changes, you know, since the last ones were done a month ago. But I'm overwhelmed. I was expecting a wait of like a couple of months, and for the fact that it's going to be done within 14 days, that's 13 days. After the lumpectomy, they'll wait a few weeks, I think, to check to see how everything's going. I'll have to go back 2 weeks later, actually, and then I think 4 weeks after the surgery, they said, the way things stand at the moment, it'll be radiation. 5 days a week for 5 weeks, or between 4 to 6 weeks. I can't remember exactly, because there was a lot of information being given, and we've been given loads of booklets as well, and recommended different organisations to contact to help with. But so, at the moment, it's lumpectomy, and then it's radiation surgery. Radiation therapy. Before the surgery, I've got to go in and they put, like something they do in a lot of other countries, apparently they put like a wire in to indicate. Here they put a clip, but in other countries, because I've joined different Facebook groups, and they have a bit of wire sticking out to show where to actually go in to do the operation. I'm really lucky. Here it's a clip, so it's not going to be invasive or anything, and that goes in like the morning of the surgery. And also they'll be taking out the sentinel nodes under my arm, like the lymph nodes, because just in case cancer spread to there. So there are a couple of things to be done, but I'm sure it's all going to go brilliantly. They said the 10-year prognosis, just going by what they can see at the moment, because things change, you know what I mean, so we really don't know, but we're going by what they can see at the moment. they were very impressed with all of the tests I had done at City Hospital Kandy. They said like I went like above and beyond what most people come in with. Most people don't normally have all that stuff, and Peter went through and he had a look and said, yeah, you're in really good health, apart from this little lump thing. But so the 10-year prognosis for things as they stand at the moment, I'm sure that's not going to change, is almost 100%. So that's what I'm aiming for. I said I've been on a vegan diet and I've been going on the rebounder and I've been walking, and they're like, yeah, that's great. They don't even have to tell me to give up anything, like, because I'm not smoking, I'm not drinking or anything like that, not eating sugar. But for lunch, because it's our wedding anniversary, we're going to go for and have Korean. I'm going to have Korean barbecue, beef barbecue, hopefully with kimchi. So excited because I'm just really happy. That's fantastic news. And also the surgery, I think it's going to be an afternoon surgery, and he said you can stay in hospital if you want. I said, oh, I've never stayed in hospital before, and so I got really excited, thought I'm going to stay in the hospital overnight. I don't think that's many reactions.
Look forward to the surgery.
Yeah. Oh, just wow, staying in hospital. Yeah. And so thank you so much, Lee, as well, for like being with me today and being with me through this journey.
Yeah, I'm with you all the way. 100%.
It's really special. I know I'm incredibly lucky and I'm blessed. Yeah. I love this message. It's at Charles Gardner Hospital, and the cafe is pretty good as well, with good prices for coffee. So after my appointment, we decided to head into town, and we walked through the beautiful Kings Park in the centre of Perth. It's so lovely. There's so much to see. Absolutely brilliant. There's a DNA tower. There's this ancient baobab tree. You can visit the West Australian Botanic Gardens. It's just beautiful. So afterwards we went for Korean. We found a $17 set lunch each, which was okay, not that filling. So we found the cheapest pies in town. And then we went to the FIFA World Cup Fan Fest, the females football, and had free candy floss. Great way to spend our 22nd wedding anniversary. Today is Friday the 18th of August, and I'm back at the Charles Gardner Hospital. I'm going to have 2 mammograms today. I'll put the names up above because I'm not too sure of them at the moment. But yeah, 2 mammograms are ready for the surgery next Thursday. So this is my rather dashing gown. Not sure if I'm wearing it right, hopefully. And there's loads of good information here. When I stay in hospital next week. So I'm now waiting for my ultrasound. They've just gone to get the doctor, so I've got a towel over me for warmth and modesty. All good. The adventure continues. It's now 10:45. It turns out 3 little dark patches have shown up in the ultrasound. So they think it could be hematoma from the biopsy that was done on the 10th of July, but they'd rather be safe than sorry. So they're going to do another type of mammogram. They're going to inject some iodine into my arm, and it'll go through and it'll show up. Hopefully this will work and it'll just be a hematoma, because if it's not clear enough, because of the density of the breasts, if they can't tell, then they'll have to book me in for an MRI, and that could take 2 weeks, which obviously means surgery next week would have to be postponed. I really don't want that. I really want surgery to go ahead. I just want to get this sorted and get on the road to wellness and recovery. So fingers crossed this all works. Everything's fine. It's just all that one little 1 centimetre lump to be removed. So that was really cool. The radiologist, the one who did my ultrasound, he's such a nice guy. He just came and put in the cannula, the dye thing. Can you see that? I don't know if I'm holding it up properly, so it's kind of tricky. Lee's got my phone in the other room. But so that's there. So the blue stuff's going to go through, and hopefully it's going to just show us that those 3 little black holes are just hematomas from the biopsy. Remember, keep your fingers crossed for me. It's now 10 to 3. So it turns out things are slightly different. So the lump is 3.6 centimetres as opposed to 1 centimetre, which means I'm going to need a mastectomy. So not quite what I was hoping for. I've got a little booklet. I'm going to go home and read it over the weekend and find out what my options are. Implant, a rebuilt one, or just leave it flat. So I'll let you know about that later.